Shalom, I want to start by giving all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Baruch Kodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace salutations to all Akim across the earth for doing this work in sincerity and the truth. So with that, I'm going to say Shalom. So yeah, so this is an article, that caught my attention. I already saw it yesterday or even the day before that, and you know, so I saw it again. And I thought, let me do a video about it because it's real funny, because here in Holland, this happened in Holland, and it's funny because the so-called white people, the Edomites, they're always pushing that they go, for example, they go to Africa, especially to the west coast of Africa, talking about they want to help the people against diseases, but they've been doing a lot of shit. Don't forget, there's also a thing that you might not know. But like years ago, I think a couple of years ago, I don't really exactly remember how many years ago it was. It could be maybe 4 years or even more. I don't know, but it was years ago. There was a super flu going on in America. People were dying I don't remember how many, a couple of thousands a week or something. A lot of people were dying. And the super flu was created in Holland, that's the fun part. So let me just jump into the article. So this is from yesterday. Built over pharmaceutical company temporarily halts production of polio vaccine after incident. So they create a vaccine, and a vaccine supposed to help against an illness, a disease, That's what they say. Let me just read the article because, and that also shows you that it goes over a lot of people's head, But this shit was kind of funny. It was kind of funny because, yeah, it's like, the shit bit that person in his own ass, So, pharmaceutical built over by biologicals is suspending the production of the polio vaccine for the time being. This is done at the insistence of the North Sea Canal Area Environment Agency. The reason is an incident last month in which the polio virus was found in the sewers at the Utrecht Science Park in Beeldhoven. And don't get this wrong. And from the sewer, that's also where they so-called recycle the water, your tap water, the water that you shower with, that you use to cook your food with, So this devil's been doing they've been doing shit, This reason is an incident last month in which the polio virus was found in the sewers at the Utrecht Science Park in Beeldhoven. That's where the pharmaceutical company is located. An employee became infected and is in isolation, as it turned out yesterday. According to the Environmental Service, there has been a pattern of incidents with the polio virus over the past 5 years. The service says in a statement that it is currently insufficiently clear whether business operations and safety are in order. The Environment Service has therefore asked the pharmaceutical company to immediately halt all activities involving the poliovirus. It's not clear when the production will resume. An investigation must also be carried out into the causes of the incidents. So then it goes, don't forget, they've been giving this disease to a lot of West Africans, man. Polio. Let me just read what it is. What is polio? Polio is a serious infectious disease that is transmitted from person to person in 90 to 95% of cases. This is without flu-like symptoms, but sometimes the complaints can get worse with headache, muscle pain, and vomiting. In some cases, polio leads to paralysis. About 2 to 10% of patients with paralysis die because of the nerves of the swallowing or breathing muscles are affected. And this devil, the so-called white people, these Edomites, they've been busy with a biological war for years. Don't forget the chemtrails, the fluoride in the water, the pesticides on the food, the GMOs. So, hey, that's a biological war, man. Minister Kuipers of Health has long wanted the requirements for companies that work with the polio virus to become stricter. He is therefore working on a new law which should be ready in the first quarter of next year. The risk of further spread is estimated by RIVM to be virtually nihil, also thanks to the good sewage system in the Netherlands. Yeah, to spread that shit, yeah. Polio no longer occurs in the Netherlands thanks to a large scale vaccination campaign. Before vaccinations were introduced, polio was more common. Beautiful story, great. So this devil been doing that, going to a country, especially in the west coast of Africa, and talking about, oh, y'all got this disease. We got a cure for that. We're gonna help you over there. So, and it's kind of funny because this shit it went overhead of a lot of people. So here you are, so-called creating a medicine, a vaccine against the disease. So somebody making mistakes and then he gets the disease. Ain't you making the what are you making there? It seems to me that you are making the disease over there. And that's what it is. That's what it is, and that's what they do, man. So let me just jump into the scriptures because this devil. Hey man, he been playing and people still falling for it. But I gotta say, lately you see more and more people waking up to this devil and seeing this devil for what he is. So this is the book of Psalms chapter 55 verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. Yeah. And the word heart goes back to lab, which means mind. So he comes with a great story. Oh, I'm gonna help you, this and that, get better. The same with the C19 jabs. You fuck people up, man. When I hear of people who are jabbed and then they get sick, hey, this C19, this is beating them up. Those who took the jab, they getting fucked up by the C19, man, when they get it. And other people just somebody might get sick, who's not jabbed up, but the is more chance to go through it and without any I said that any remainings of remainings of disease. A lot of people they call it C19 with the lungs. So they keep trouble with breathing. Always be how you call it, not enough, not getting enough oxygens, and a lot of stuff like that. Stay with a headache. Stop getting a lot of females stop getting their periods. Basically getting infertile. The seed of the man is getting less. All these things occurring. People dying of a heart attack. It doesn't make no sense, man. So back to the book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn sword. Yeah, I'm gonna help you. Look, man. So when the C19 thing started, it took them not even a year to create a medicine. What they were promoting, like it's gonna work against it. Now they are not really pushing it because a lot of people took it already, and they be like they don't see how you call that. There's no plus, there's no benefit for them because of that they took the C19 jab. Because in the beginning was okay, you want to go to your restaurant or to the gym, or want to be able to go on the streets, this and that, you had some privilege. Then people went and ran, they want to go on holiday, jump in the airplane, so they run and went to take that jab. But then they open everything. So and they were showing the people that, basically, like, yeah, you took the jab for nothing, we're still gonna open the country again. Yeah, that's what it is, man. So let me see. So this is and don't get it wrong, these people are created to do evil, they're created to do wicked. It's in the mind, in the heart. It's supposed to be a wicked piece of shit. So this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 13, verse 23. Can the Ethiopian change his skin? So an Ethiopian is a dark-skinned person. Can he change his skin color? Yeah, you might say, oh, to bleaching and this and that, blah, blah, blah. Well, by thought. Is he able to do that by thought? No. Or the leopard has spots, and the leopard is known for a spot. So that's another strike. And then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil. So the Most High have created these Edomites and these heathens to be evil. But don't get me wrong, our people are evil too. But they're gonna get punished for that, very soon when Yahweh Shai comes back. But yeah, we gotta realize. Let me jump real quick to the book of Baruch. Because that's what's going on, we gotta realize that we are not in the situation for fun. We've been fucking up, and you know, and of course now we see the curses being switching. How they starting to jump on Esau, but nevertheless, we are still this book of Baruch, chapter 3, verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments according to all the iniquities of our fathers which departed from Yahweh our power. So that's already clear, We have to suffer for Yahweh Basham Yahushai for the shit that we done, man. Not wanting to keep the law. And that's why we're in this situation, because we fuck up. So this is let me see, this is the book of Micah, chapter 2 and 1. And woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of the hand. Yeah. Like the book of Job states, the earth is given unto the hand of the wicked. Because that's a fact. They are in rulership. And they're fucking wicked pieces of shit. Let me see. So this is the book of oh yeah. Let's see. Let me jump to the book of Job real quick. So this is the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So the Most High have given this earth to the wicked, the Edomites, who are in rulership. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? What did he do with the image of Yahweh Shai being a dark-skinned man? Of Yahweh being a dark-skinned man? And of course, we ain't supposed to make images. But we gotta realize that the Bible is talking about people of color. It's not this so-called white people. No, that's why they changed it. And they also want to show us, because if you see artifacts from yourself, from your grandfathers, like back then, you're gonna realize that you are a king, and then you're gonna be less less controllable for these devils, and that's the kind of shit that they don't like. Let me see. So yeah, so they're gonna do wicked shit, because it is in the power of the hand. They are accustomed, they are created to do evil. So that's what he's going to do. But this was kind of funny, because the snake bit him in his own ass. Basically, he was, these persons, they are basically, creating all kinds of yeah, poison, because that's what it is. And then he gets messed up by himself. Yeah, man. So I just wanted to touch this subject a little bit because I found it kind of funny. I'm like, yeah, that's what the common people, what a lot of people would call karma, and of course we know it's a judgment from the Most High. That's beautiful, man. So yeah, I think gonna leave it like that. So yeah, with that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Basham Yahushai, Baruch Kudash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us the scriptures, among other things, and salutation to your Akim across the earth for doing this work, in sincerity and in truth. So with that, I'm gonna say Shalom.